Help for Veterans on Triad Today. Hello everyone, I'm Jim Longworth and welcome to another edition of Triad Today, coming to you once again from the beautiful Senior Botanical Garden in Kernersville. We'll tell you more about them later on. And later on is when the roundtable shows up. We'll get into all sorts of controversial topics, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you'll be with us throughout the half hour. We're going to talk about everything from preventative health care to college and career promise programs, a lot. So where we want to start, though, is talking about veteran services. And what better person to help us with this than our good friend Christy Martin, Veteran Services Specialist, Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
You had to adapt the way you served veterans during the height of the pandemic. How so?
Well, we really had to change pretty much our whole aspect of it and go to almost 100% virtual. A lot of us were furloughed and we were working from home, but we still reached out, phone, text, and virtual services.
And veterans could still get help and get to you, though.
Oh, yes. Yes. We called them and we could get them set up and they could get on Zoom calls and so forth. So, I mean, it's been amazing.
Now, not that the pandemic is over. I don't want to say that because we're still dealing with it, but we're sort of transitioning, and there's more in-person events going on, in-person service. Now, you have a couple of things coming up. One has to do with flag retirement, another with a children's coffee and stuff. Talk about the in-person events.
Okay. Actually, this morning we just opened the Richard Childers racing event.
Okay.
And that's in Welcome. And that is, today it was from 9 to 11, and it's every second Wednesday.
Okay.
So when they can go and socialize, they get a lot of resources. There's a lot of booths set up.
And network with people.
For health services, learning how to file claims, any of that.
Right.
And then, of course, they have breakfast, not just coffee and donuts.
Right.
So.
And wasn't there something about didn't you email about a flag retirement thing?
Yes. And then our flag retirement ceremony, we're really excited about. This will be our first one in Forsyth County, and we're going to have that on May 27th from 12 to 2.
Okay.
And we'll be actually retiring 31 flags, which symbolizes the 31 counties in the Northwest North Carolina region.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you very sort of a quick quiz here on in. I want you to educate me. You're talking about some of the services that you offer to veterans. Let's start with skills training classes quickly. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, that one is offered for free. A lot of the veterans don't know that, and it's also for their spouses or their children 18 and over, even their caregivers.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful service, and we have them for welding and forklift driving, HVAC, a lot of different opportunities for people.
Great.
And most of them are short-term classes.
Yeah, and the veterans make great employees too.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Hiring events, what do you mean by that?
Okay. We have the large-scale hiring events where we have numerous, sometimes like 30 employers, or we have a small one like we had in Elkin yesterday with just 3 employers.
Okay.
And they can attend in person, or again, we can do virtual interviews.
And does all this fold into the what you refer to as employment services?
Yes, all under workforce development and employment services. We also help them get ready with the resumes and job coaching, interview skills. A lot of them are very nervous to get back into the public. So,
yeah. I can imagine. Now, you mentioned a minute ago that the skills training was free. Is there a fee for any of these kind of things that you've been talking about?
No, anything that you receive at the Goodwill Career Centers are free, and that comes from the retail stores.
Right.
When people are shopping and they donate, all that money circulates around.
That's very important. I'm glad you mentioned that because, keep donating things to the stores, to the Goodwill folks, because then they'll take them, and as Christy was saying, they'll sell them in the retail store, and the profits from that come back around. They help veterans. They help all sorts of people. Up on screen, goodwillvetservices.org is the website, or you can call 724-3621. You can also email veteranservices@goodwillnwnc.org for more information. Christy, thanks for all you do for the veterans.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll be right back after this.